Yo, how's it going, guys? My name is Ernie. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video I'm gonna be showing you guys my BATTLEBIT settings that I've changed a lot, and I actually found the right one. So I'm just gonna be showing them to you, and I hope they can help you. So I'm gonna start with gameplay. I have everything enabled in game except for show.crosshair, because as you can see right here, I've got HUD sight. You're probably wondering why I bought HUD sight. I'm gonna be getting on that later. Hit markers enabled, of course. Hit marker color for default one, I put it on green, so I can actually tell that I've hit the person. Headshot hit marker, I put it on blue. Armor hit color, I put that on default. Kill hit marker color, I put it on black. And these are the settings for the volume, duration, etc. You can pause to copy it. Show level progression, I have that enabled because I actually want to tell if I can level up or not. Squad list, I have it enabled just so I can see if my squad is dead or if nobody else is alive. I can just squad up. Scoreboard sort by score, and the rest is just default. I have show FPS on. Yeah, and that's about it. For the controls now, for gameplay, I have directional climbing and toggling enabled. Toggle aim, I have that disabled. I actually prefer holding my right click so that I can actually aim. Toggle dragging players, I have that enabled. Toggle sprint, I don't have it enabled. I prefer holding my shift key. For reload style, I use 1 tap drop and 2 tap tactical with 15 millisecond delay, because I feel like it's just way faster to drop my mag and makes everything so much easier. For mouse, I have 43 vertical sensitivity and 43 horizontal sensitivity. I used it because I used to play Bad Business and I just used a website to convert my sensitivity, and this is just perfect for me. Same goes for the ADS sensitivity, and I didn't change any of these because I don't use snipers, I don't use DMR scopes. I'm not that cringe. For key bindings, I've got, I don't know what this is for, so I'm just keeping it on default. For movement, you're probably wondering why the hell I'm using this. So I live in France, and with French keyboards, they're not in QWERTY, they're in AZERTY, meaning that WASD is going to be ZQSD. So for moving forward, I use Z, moving backwards I use S, moving right I use D, and move left I use Q. For sprinting, I use left shift, of course. Toggle crouch, I use it on C and not control because I actually prone with control. And for crouch, I have it, I don't have it binded. Lean left and right, I have them on Q and E. I have it on A because, like I said, French keyboard. Vault and jump, I have them both on space, even though it's annoying to vault when you don't want to. But I can't break the habit, so I'm just keeping it like that. Free look, I have it on left alt even though I don't use it. Drag players on F. I don't use drones. Night vision is on N even though I leave when it's night mode. This is just default. And for loadout, primary I use it on my first key, secondary on 2. My bandage I use it on 4, because for my third key I use C4, so that I can just C4 everything faster. I don't have to like move my index finger all the way around. I just prefer having it right next to me so I can just C4 instantly when I need to. For my medkit, I have it on 5. Throwable, I have it on G. Interact F, throw gadget X, cut rope. Yeah, and the rest is just default. For my video settings, which is probably going to be the most important, I use 1440 by 1080. I can't stand playing any game on native resolution. I don't know why. I just can't seem to break the habit. Use exclusive full screen. Like, it's not like personal preference or anything. You need to use exclusive full screen, because what it is that it actually puts your game into full screen above everything else, meaning that your PC is going to prioritize BATTLEBIT. So you're going to have less input lag. You're probably going to get FPS boost as well, rather than using like maximized window. And like exclusive full screen, you're using it at the cost of like alt tab being much slower. But if you have a second monitor, then that's not an issue at all. Screen scale I have it on 150 because if you use stress res then it's gonna like blur your game a bit since you're losing a lot of the pixels. So I have it on 150 so I can get a clearer sight of the game even though I'm using stretched. VSync I have it off, max FPS 1400 of course. Brightness I have it on 200. Field of view 100. I messed around with like 95, I messed around with 110, and personally nothing comes close to 100. Just the best of both worlds, so I keep it. Vehicle FOV I don't use vehicles. I have it on 90 because it's the default, but if you're like a conquest player or something, you might want to crank that up. Screen shake 0 of course. And for my graphics, I just use potato. And by default your render distance is gonna be at 1000. I put like 200 and I just cranked it up. LOD quality I have it on 400 because from what I've heard it actually makes targets at range more clear. Shader quality I have everything low. Brightness and coloring I have it enabled, and contrast intensity I have it on 100. And for the rest I have it disabled. For audio I use 50 master volume because at 100 the game is just way too loud. Kill sound volume 100. Opt-in voice chat I have it enabled so that I can trash talk anybody else. Death microphone I have it disabled because I don't like when people can hear me after I die. Everything is just default there. For my devices then that's also default. This is just gonna be your microphone or headset mic, and I just use that. For account I don't have streamer mode. And for my setup, for my monitor I use a Zowie XL2411K, which is basically the other Zowie monitors but 144Hz version. For my mousepad I use the Pulsar Polarity Superglide, which is a glass mousepad made by Pulsar. And for my mouse I use a Viper Mini. And for my keyboard I use a SkillKorp K30. As optical switches you can't find it anywhere else because it's just a French product. So it's just, if you do want something as close as this, probably go for a Razer Huntsman or something like that. And for my color settings on my monitor, since reshade is actually patched, if I haven't told you guys yet, but reshade is actually patched. If you have a Zowie monitor, then you press the button behind your monitor. It's gonna pull up with the menu. I put black equalizer on 20 and color vibrance at 20 so I can get an effect as close as I could get to my old reshade preset. And for my HUD site, I'll be leaving my crosshair in the description below so that you guys can use it. And yeah, that's about it guys. So yeah, a lot of people have been asking for my settings, so I thought I might as well make the video. And yeah, hope I can see you guys in the next video. And I hope these settings will help you as much as they did to me. Peace.